My country people, Tori Day. My name is Mokambe, Cameroonian gospel artist based in Detroit, in the United States of America. And I am from a family of 4, 2 brothers, 1 sister, an older brother, and a younger sister. And I'm a happily married man. Well, I was born in Kumba, my main annex hospital in Road. My village is Mbonge, right next to Kumba. I think Mbonge Road down for the people that know. I did my early primary school in Mbonge in my village, from class 1 to class 4. I was not one of those fortunate ones to go to nursery school. I didn't have that much money. Well, after that, I went to Form 1 and 2 in GBHS in Bengui, in Bamenda. After that, I moved to Tico. See, some of you might be thinking that you guys are bad kids from school to school, so they want to work out. Well, not necessarily. There are reasons for the movement. From GHS Bengui to GHS Tico, I attended from 3 to from 5. From 5 I left. I went lower seat to PHS Kumba. I stayed there for 1 year. Came back to Tico, to Impasse Tico for my upper seats, which I finished from there. And then I went to University of Yaoundé 2 in Soir. And for the first few months I was there before I left and had my visa. I came to the United States to meet family. So that's me. Well, like you already know, I'm into music. During my primary school days, the thing that actually made me, that was significant in those days, that stayed with me till this moment, is the singing that always went on in class. Like when we were in school, I remember primary 1 and 2 and even 3 in my village. I will never forget my primary school teacher. Till this day, I still communicate with her. I mean, this is many years ago. Because every recession we had some form of singing. And that even made me, when I went to church, I used to go to Presbyterian church, in Sunday school, in YP. I used to be part of the singing because of all those musical education that I had in class and in Sunday school and all that. And that has really affected my life today. While I grew up, I will never stop loving music. That's why I got so interested in music. I learned how to play the bass guitar, the piano, the drum set, because of those influences that have been there from ground zero. So yes, that's the time in my life. That's the thing about my primary school life, that has been very significant to me.
So were you just into music, or somebody maybe told you something like, hey, you could sing and you have a good voice?
Nobody ever told me if I could sing or not. Nobody ever did. Excuse me, when I was in Form 3, that's when I really got into real, actual live music playing. I used to go to, I had friends that went to Pentecostal churches. I was a Presbyterian by then. Nothing wrong, any kind of church that you go, as long as you pray to God. I have no problem with that. I would never disagree with anybody for their church. It's their own decision. But when I was in Form 3, I had some friends that went to Pentecostal church, precisely full gospel. They told me about their, they didn't really tell me. I saw them playing music and I loved it because of the naturally built music in me that I've grown with. I had so much interest in it. So I started going there for the music. Pretty much it was for the music at the start. learn the piano, learn the lead guitar, and then excuse me, learn the bass guitar and the drums. Before long, I became so into it. I loved it so well, and got a lot better in it, and started playing in different areas. And from there, it kind of got me to really want to understand about this, and it took a different dimension. And till today, I never stopped playing music. Well, as a kid, um, while I mean, I wouldn't say as a kid, like a little child. I wouldn't. There's nothing I can really say I learned that I can remember. But when I got older, to like from five and lower six, and from three, from four, from five, I learned one thing about music. In music, that I don't think a lot of people today do know about it. And here it is. A lot of artists actually don't even know about it. If you do music and you are proud, your destination is a downfall. Example, I'm going to take it back to the Bible. Lucifer was the angel in charge of music. He played music in heaven for God himself. And he was so full of glory, because music comes with a lot of beauty. Music creates life, brings joy in people's hearts. Now, when you be in charge of that, there's a tendency that you're going to feel like, oh yeah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I have people listening to my music, a lot of people dance to my stuff. It makes you feel like you're something. No, you're nothing. You're actually a servant. You're serving the people that have fun with your music. When Lucifer became proud, guess what? He got kicked out of heaven. That was his downfall. If you become proud as an artist and you forget the fact that this music is fun for people to enjoy and relieve stress, depending on your genre of music that you do, people will, if you do gospel music, people will listen to it and turn to worship God. If you do circular music, people will listen to it and tend to enjoy some pleasure in it in their own way. Whatever you do in music, you're a servant. You are not the leader, pretty much. You are actually the servant. So do it in humility, and then you will be lifted up. I believe every fan can attest to that. Well, from childhood when I was a kid, um, like music was never anything that anybody really valued, like that so much, you know. But my family has always been in support of music one way or another. My mother actually was one of the founders of a choir, in my village in Bongé. People from my village, you understand, there's a choir in Catholic Church called the Oroko Choir. That's like my traditional choir in the church. My mother was one of the founders. She's been singing since when I was a child, and I can today I remember the songs that they sang when I was like 5 years old. Every time now and then when I'm doing my laundry and all that, I just keep singing them, because those childhood songs stay with you. So my family has been in support of music. Not necessarily mine, because I not really got into professional music until lately that I began. But the music that I was doing, even at the age of 11, 12, 13, the music that I was doing at that time, they still were in support with it. I mean, they supported it. And technically they did that because, I believe, because it was gospel music and my family is so gospel inclined. So they supported that because I did something for God. So yes, the long and short is, my family, unlike other families in Africa, in Cameroon that we know, has really been in support of music. Well, I really cannot remember when I started writing music, because I've been writing my own songs way back. If some of us from Cameroon pretty much can remember way back in the day when there used to be mat, like music, like European
Yeah.
music. They'll play and they'll have this mat. People will be looking and they'll copy it and write it down. I remember those days. I would look at the mat and then I see the lyrics on there. I'd be like, why can I not write mine? I've always had the desire to write mine. My little sister will copy mat and writing it, and then I mean, those times I used to look at it like, that's for girls. Like they'll have other what's this British artist that used to be trending, and then Westlife and them. They had math. They used to write them. But when I look at they write that, I wouldn't even do that. Either I'm playing my football, or I'm there writing my own music. I've been writing music for a long time now, but I didn't really do nothing with it. Like even like when I came to the U.S., there are some songs that I wrote. There are some very close friends to me. They know about it. They've asked me, why have you not published it? Even before I actually came into the public media to do music like professionally, some friends were like, bro, what are you doing? You have this talent. You can get out there and make people praise God with your music. Get out here and do music. And I thought about it until after a while I chose to. But I've been writing for a long time.
So now, what did inspire you to write songs? Like you just feel like I want to write and then start writing, or you go through situations and then you start writing songs?
Well, what inspires me before I write music pretty much is my life, the life that I've lived from childhood till right now. If you take time and listen to my lyrics and try to analyze them, I have my life wrapped up in them, in a form that you have to be able to know me to understand it. Like feeling me says God has buttered my bread. It means God has blessed me. Like you wouldn't understand. You will not understand except you know the life I lived, how I grew up, where I came from. That's why I encourage people, do not judge nobody. You don't know where they're coming from. They might be here today, you don't know where they're from. You don't know where they're going. You might be making $10 million and somebody's making $5 million. But you started from $8 million. This person started from zero. So don't judge them. So yeah, my life is pretty much what I put in my lyrics. Even the new song that I'm dropping pretty soon, it's pretty much my life. If you listen to it, it says past life. Past life is my life. If you look at the lyrics, it's my past life. And it's an encouragement for everyone to be able to, put that as a past. It is something you need to do. Put in the past. But the long and short is, my lyrics are pretty much my life, my family, my relationship with my wife, of course, and every other things that I see in life that I've come across. That's what my lyrics come from. And the Bible, precisely. That's what I grab them from.
Which actually push you to decide, say, okay, I want to do music professionally?
Well, professional music, what made me decide to I want to enter to professional music? Now because say the platform where I get them now in the professional world and the platform where I get them before in the private world is different. Obviously, say for the professional world, you get a lot of people that listen. If I get message or I pass them out in the professional musical world, a lot more people that will hear, and it will make impact for plenty people their life. Pass the way if you do if I be doing just for normal kati kind. In the way I say go carry my music, put and say bon I shouldn't go play. You understand now? Yeah, professionally you will meet plenty people there. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why make me I decide for enter into the professional world. And then like I be talk to I get a lot of people the way they they see the level of music where I get them inside of me. Because mind you, I don't play music since I was in Form 3. So a lot of people they see the way I think about music when it come when most of what they do live session. Live is very different from studio, obviously. But if you know live, it's be easier for you to be able to work for studio. Because if you pick your chords, when you sing you go out of course where other style is different. But a lot of people they see how we are they work musically when it comes to live music. So that way they encourage me a lot. Some people they really insist. Say, bro, get into professional music. You have something you can impact people's life with. So yeah, put all those together. I decided that I will. Yes, started of course with Feeling Me.
You started with film, so tell us about some of the songs you've done since you decided to do music professionally.
Well, I've written down a lot of songs since I started to do music professionally. Some of them I've not released. Some of them I plan to still release. Example, not everybody, but most people, a lot of people do know about Feeling Me. Obviously, the one, my first official video that I dropped. Now, I do have a lot of songs like Why Not For Jesus. I have another song like Past Life, which is going to come out tomorrow. And then I do have other songs like Blessings. I have other songs again like I and my brother Keith Flex we did another song for maybe keep going back with title with this song, but right now we have it titled as One Nation. I have other songs again like Pull You Down. It's a lot of songs that I have. Some of them are still kind of releasing. Some of them are still in the studio. Some of them I just have decided that I'm not dropping them out. So yes, I have a lot of different songs. So if you keep your ears wide open and your eyes wide open on YouTube and Facebook, you get those videos coming. So, yeah.
Tell us about
Well, Past Life is a song that it's an amazing experience that made me write this song. I thought about what some people go through, even myself, what people go through in this life. Sometimes the things you did before, people hold you for it. The things that you have done that you're not proud of. Some people hold you for it. And then even in your mind, your own conscience actually holds you for it. When really this life is in the past. And the Bible says, whosoever comes to Christ, he becomes a new creation. The old is gone and the new has come. So this person is completely new. And the things they did in the past are not supposed to affect them. So now, a lot of things that we did in our past, they keep coming to us. That's why in this track I'm saying, say bye-bye to the things that were in the past. Say bye-bye to past life. Sometimes you might see some poor things, oh yeah, I'm the done, and I'm dope. You can't play, you can't beat me, I run these streets, I do that. Those things, let me tell you, that's just for childish age. Okay, when you get mature and becomes you get a better understanding of life. Even before we put about God in it, let's put God on the side, which we should never. Okay, after a certain time in your life, those things you see somebody's going by with a nice car, and man, that's not yours. That's who you want to get. You see a little girl going by the street, looking all nice. You have a woman. That's where your eyes are going to. All those things should be past because they don't lead to nowhere. But it's just end up damaging your own life. You know, it takes a lot to lie. You need a very good memory to lie, because you have to remember lie every time. But if you're saying the truth, you just have to know what it is, and that's you don't have to lie.
What is your what do you think about the Cameroonian music industry?
Well, my opinion about Cameroonian music industry is that I can never be more proud. Some people are not going to agree with this, but I think the Cameroon music industry is marveling me. Like it makes me marvel at the growth. Like people are starting to realize that music is not only supposed to be located in Nigeria. Remember, music in Africa back in the day, let's say it goes in the 70s and 80s, if you talk about music in West Africa, you think about Cameroon. Now, whatever happened, that music in Cameroon kind of took a break, and we have to start playing music from somewhere else and thinking they're better than ours. I don't agree with that. The way Cameroonians are rising up in music right now, I am so proud. Some of them and some of us in general have a lot of work to do. But I see we are not where we were. Let's say go back 9 years, 6, 7 years, matter of fact 5 years ago. The music industry was nowhere close to being where it is right now. There's been so much growth, and it keeps getting better and better. We have a lot of people coming up, bloggers. We have promoters. We have talk show hosts. We have different people in the industries, and the movie industry is picking up too, and I couldn't be more proud. That's my opinion.
What if you were to do a song and then you invited a secular artist, and then they want to sing what they think is good for them in your song? Or what if you were invited by a secular artist to sing in their song, and then like their whole lyrics is raw, but you can do whatever you want to do? Are you gonna do that song?
That's a very easy question to answer. Very easy. If a circular artist invites me to wants me to collaborate with him in his song, and it's a completely circular music, and his lyrics is circular, I'm not going to do that. There's not a chance. I mean, I'm completely on gospel. I mean, like completely 100% on gospel. It might not sound to be like Jesus died on the cross for you or something like that. No, it might not necessarily sound like that, but pay attention to the lyrics. It is completely positive message, and positive has to do with the Bible. That's what I'm going to do. And if I have a song that I want to do, and I invite somebody else to collaborate with, or just, be part of it, and the person is not willing to do gospel, then we're not going to work together, because I am strictly gospel. But I'm open for collaborations.
So, are you doing anything to try to convince some of those secular artists to become gospel artists?
I will not try to convince somebody to become a gospel artist. No, I'm not going to do that. I wouldn't want to do that, because I don't want you to do it because I told you to. I want you to do it because that is what you desire to do, and that's what you're called to do. If you're doing circular music, that means you're a musician. That means you're naturally called into doing music. If you are doing music and you love it, that's how you know what you're called to do. But then it's up to you to decide that, do I want to do this for God, or am I doing it for God? Because trust me, there's some circular artists, like I'll call it, there's some circular artists that know to themselves that this song I'm doing is for God. Okay, that's what they know. That's their opinion. I'm not going to bargain with you, because I don't sleep with you in your mind at night. I don't understand what goes on in your mind. I don't understand your perspective of God. You have the way you look at it. But I have my way I look at it. And I believe the way I look at it is according to the Bible scriptures. And that's what I go by. So, hey, I'm not going to try to convince you to switch to gospel, but it's up to you. I think gospel is better. That's what I think, but I'm not convincing you.
What is the biggest challenge you've had in your professional career as a gospel artist?
Uh, well, that's a good question. Yes, there's a lot of challenges. It's a lot of challenges. First of all, the genre of gospel music I'm doing is not the kind of gospel music that's been there for a long time. No, it's not really been there for a long time. People do not have a real good idea of what this is. Sometimes I get challenges even from Christians to be like, is that gospel? Yes, it is, my sister, my brother. It is gospel. Sometimes you get challenges even from secular people like, please, if you want to do gospel, do gospel. If you want to join us, let's, join us. But, I mean, that, it's been a challenge. Sometimes you go back and you see like, and then you think about where you come from, what you are intending to do, the message you're trying to pass, and you suck that in, and you continue pushing. And sometimes just support, because I'll tell you, if we are going to grow as 237 entertainers in music or whatever, we need support from our own people. Sometimes support is very lacking. I'm very proud of the way it's picking up. It really is picking up. But we still need more and more and more support for our own. Because the music we do, the movies we act, the modeling we do, and the talk show we have, and whatever we do have in the entertainment industry is first for our people. So if we support, then you encourage the people in the creators and the artists and the dancers and everything, the models. You encourage them to do more. Imagine yourself if you do something and somebody taps you on your shoulder, you're doing good. It makes you want to do more. So let's support Cameroon.
Okay, this one, personal question. Like, if a kid walked up to you and they were like, "Hey, I like your song, I like your everything, I want to be like you," what would be your reaction?
Well, I'll first of all thank the kid. I'll be very, very encouraged, because the best people to be able to please is children. Because if your life means good to them, and they try to learn from your style, your life, that means you're building another version of you, because they're going to grow up. But what I will tell this kid, it will be that when you were born, there was something planted in you that's different from me. You have a complete different DNA. You have a complete brain that's different from mine. You have the way you were built, not necessarily the way I was built. Find out what you are supposed to do in the course of your life. Apparently, if you love music so much, it might just be what you're supposed to do. But the way I did it might not be the way. It might be the way you're going to end up doing it. But figure out as you grow up who you are. And when you find that out, you will never, ever be discouraged by whatever anybody says. Because if you be like me, and I get criticisms from somewhere, and somebody look at like, oh, Mokambe's music is whack. And that's what you're anticipating to get to. You get discouraged even before getting there. So figure out who you are, and then try to get there. Thank you first of all for liking my music.
So is it just gonna end with an advice? Or are you gonna support them, try to guide them along the way?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I will be willing, and I mean, I will be actually blessed. I will consider it like a blessing for me to be an advisor to somebody. I will be willing and ready to advise anybody in the industry to grow up into becoming who they are going to be. Whenever they need my help, they call me. I mean, what's wrong with me? Just tell them what to do. It doesn't take no flesh out of my body. I mean, I remain myself, and I feel even better. to do that. I'll definitely be ready to advise. Mokambe is he has a very bright future. More music coming, big plans that are still on the underground. You know, family obviously. Um, the future is good to keep it there in the future. Okay, we are going to see the future as it unfolds on its own. There's a lot of plans for the future, and definitely includes a lot of music, a lot of great, nice, danceable music that you will enjoy. Some you just have to lay back and reflect, and it brings you some some time of thought. So a lot of music, different forms of music. So just keep your mind open, and you will see the things unfolding. The future is bright. Well, I have so many people that I will like to say thank you to. I would like to thank first of all the bloggers. They're doing a great job putting out the artists out there, such as Acha Valerie, Gina Fetsi, and a lot of them. Just a few, Hot Jam and all that. And talk show hosts like yourself, Oga himself, Mr. Tori D, my beautiful friend and sister, Crystal Beauty. She's the one that has a Crystal Beauty show. She's amazing. You guys have to check her out. Check her videos on YouTube. A lot of others, you know, we have Best Point Tube in his industry. We have a lot of dance groups in Cameroon that I mean, I don't want to start calling names now. We have models, we have like movie actors, a lot of people out there that they are doing a great job. I just want to say, man, I encourage you guys to keep it up. Thank you guys for what you do. You guys are amazing. You know, just keep up doing a great job. And then I can't just go out without just saying what's up to my wife, Miss Orly Mokambe. Hello. Hello. After listening to all this, you have to remember that my name is Mokambe, and you have just watched Tori D. And keep watching Tori.